What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Paige Turner, and I'm back with another freaking tutorial video. Let's go. Okay, so today we will be making a Vlogmas intro. Everybody loves Vlogmas, but not everybody knows how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do a simple and cute one like the one you just saw previously. So you're going to head over to Safari, and you're going to look up some Christmas backgrounds. There's not a whole bunch of options here. So if you want to head over to Pinterest and you find something better over there, good to you. But I decided to shake what my mama gave me and work with what I had. So then I headed over to PixArt, and I'm going to scroll up and go to all templates. This is going to allow me to get the YouTube template that I need to make this intro. Okay, so you're gonna go over to the YouTube template, going to delete the entire of everything that came on that template and make sure there's nothing there. Like you see, you want a blank background. Then you're gonna grab your image, line it up to how you like it. I wanted some of the Christmas ornaments to be hanging, and so I lined it up that way. And because you don't want to keep going back and forth, you want to go ahead and do that to every single photo. The same with this. I wanted the presents to be hanging, so I lined it up that way, and so forth and so on. All right, so then after you're done with that, you're gonna get to your last photo you see here. Now you are in PixArt, so if you want to add a little pizzazz, you want to go ahead and pick that sticker and add some more stuff to the background, you can, but I decided to keep it simple and keep it chucky. Next up, you want to move on to deciding like what photos you want to use, how you want to use them, and removing the background. So I use remove.bg, and I just upload my photo there, and it removes the background for me very easily. These are the same things that I use for my thumbnails as well, so I use this website a lot and it works well for me. But there is another option that do it through PixArt. I just find this option a lot easier. And then you're going to head back over the PixArt, delete all the work that you did before because it is going to save it. Scroll it all the way down to change backgrounds and get the PNG background. Pull yourself up. Now, I wanted to add a little bit more pizzazz to the photo because it was giving Christmas vibes, but it wasn't like giving what it was supposed to give. So I decided to add a Christmas hat on top of my head because I thought, oh, that's so cute. All white with a Christmas hat. Cute, right? Okay, so then I lined myself up with the photo, and I just enlarged the hat to be as big as my big old head. And then when I felt like I got it good, I just went ahead and deleted parts of the hat to make it look like it was actually on my head and not like I edited to sit on top of my head. So you see me doing that here, just cleaning up. Look, that went from being on my head to being like the hat was behind my head. And I know it's such a small detail, but it makes a huge difference. I get the hat leveled on there and working. I want to start building my project, so I go ahead and I grab the photo that I want to use first. I decided that the white photo would be cute, and so I'm going ahead and deleting that CapCut black background because you don't need that. Make sure you're making your video short because we are doing a 3-part video that we're going to add together, so you don't want each part to be like 10 seconds long. Nobody's going to want to watch that. And so then I'm going into effects. Make sure this is on the first screen. I'm going to trending, and I'm going to pick the shake effect. Now this would allow it to shake, but I did want to turn down the intensity because I wanted to feel like an earthquake. I just wanted to be like a cute little shiggle, like a little jiggle, like not too much. But then I was like, what else can I add to make this give like Christmas vibes? I was looking, they have a whole bunch of edits and animations and effects under nature. I was looking at snow, but I was like, it's too white for the snow one. So I decided to go with frost. Now, frost was right there. You go ahead and click it. I thought it would be cute only halfway through the video. So I decided to leave the first part of the video plain. And then the second part of the video, add the frost effect so it can be like 2 effects within one snippet of the video and give a little bit more spice, just a tiny bit more. And so then I decided to add little old me to the photo because it's time to bring me in. I'm zooming me in to where it looks cute. I feel like I'm not too big, and I'm lining it up with the first edit that I made. Now you don't want yourself to just be stagnant while the back is moving, so I am going to add an effect to my body. I decided to do a rotate effect and slow it down so that it's not going so fast. So it feels like almost like a swiggle into the photo. Now, I thought this was cute, but we still needed to add just a little bit of something just so to take it to the next level. So we're going to head over to PixArt. We're going to delete the work that we did again, scroll all the way down to the bottom and get that PNG background. We're just going to save the PNG background just as the PNG background. Nothing else. Now we're going to bring up Fonto. Fontano. I think that's how you pronounce it. Please excuse me if I'm wrong. And this is where you can do all of the text edits and all of that you want to do. If they don't have the font you want to use, you can add a font on the font, but I wanted to keep this really simple, so I did go ahead and use a font that they already had, and that allowed me to pick what I wanted to do. I did go through quite a few, so we're going to speed up and skip this part. So next, I'm going to start adding my name to the video that we've created, and I'm pulling it all the way up. And I'm just going to make sure I'm making it like the same length as the other videos and the same photo. And I'm adding it as an overlay. This is really important. Make sure you click or add overlay to add it, or it's going to add it to the mainstream and you don't want that. Now I'm adding the same effect that I used on myself because I want them to come in at the same time and at the same speed. So you can check your speed by just the duration tab that pulls up. You want to click it and you want to see how long you put the first one so the second one goes the same amount. Now I thought that was cute, but I did want to add just an extra element, so I cut the video in half of my name and I added another effect, which was just a spiral effect that I wanted it to spin a little bit and add a whole nother layer of spice. So that's what you see going on here. When the frost kicks in, the name will then turn in a circle, which will add a little bit more fun to this video. This is the first part. We're going to go ahead and move on to the second part. And I promise y'all, once you have the first part, the second part is relatively easy. So you're just going to go into PixArt again, pull that PNG, get a phone emoji and add it and save it down. I did not show that process, but that's exactly what I did. And I screen recorded a part of my YouTube channel to show in this video. So I screen recorded my YouTube video and I added it on as a overlay as well with the phone edit feature, and I put it behind each other, picking the layer photo. You want to layer it and then you want to click 2 and you want to line those up where the phone and the screen record match perfectly. And now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to find an edit that works for my screen. This was a green background, so I was like, ooh, I can do the snow I wanted to do in the first part. I went ahead and added my snow, lined it up with my background photo. Make sure that everything is even and leveled out. So now I'm going to move on to the next part of this where I start picking my effects for everything. Now I decided that I wanted to keep the shake throughout all of the videos so my entire video could look uniform. So on my main back, that green picture that we uploaded, I just went with the simple shake again, but as an overlay to that, I added the effect of snow so it would look like it was snowing, and I changed the intensity like I did the first time so it would match with the first part of the video that we made. Once I lined up both those effects, I was like, oh yay, it's snowing, everything looks in line, I'm going to make sure everything looks perfect. After I added an effect, I was like, I want to add an effect to the phone as well. You don't want anything to be stagnant or boring. You want everything to be moving because that's what catches attention. So I went through a few effects with the actual screen record. I was like, do I want to do something complicated? Do I want to do something simple? I did end up settling on simple because simple is always best, okay? Because you want them to see the work you put into this. You don't want to just be like crazy, like this screen right here. Look, that's freaking crazy. But you want to make sure you can see the screen that you're working with. So I went with the simple swipe, the same I did with the phone. Whatever effect you put on the phone, you have to put on the video for them to be even and stay together. And the same time. You want the same time, the same effect. This will allow it to look very uniform and very pretty, just like that. Look. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and click the little 3, like it's kind of like arrows to the left at the bottom of your screen there. You want to go back to your main page and you're going to click add an overlay. This is mostly overlay after overlay after overlay. You're going to grab the photos you used to make it look uniform again. I'm using the same photo from the very beginning and I'm going to line everything up and layer it because I want it to be behind the phone. And I'm going to grab another photo that wasn't in the beginning and put it to the side. This, I'm putting it all the way on the left side and having my hand kind of hang over the phone a little bit to make it seem like, oh, like the phone and the hand are equal, you know, the body, the sizes, are everything is equal as well. So then I'm going to click order images, and this will allow me to push the one of me in the hat all the way to the back of the phone so that you have one photo in front of the phone and the other one behind the phone. Now, once I did that, I was like, now it's time to add effects to the images I just added to make them move just like everything else. It's all about movement. Okay, I got the effect, the one effect I added to the other, I added to the opposite of the other one. So I had the hat slide in right, so I had the pants slide in left, and just so they can come together as one in the middle. Once you do that, you basically almost got your video done, and you're almost done. So you've been doing a good job up to this point. I'm adding a little bit of sparkle to the video just to make it sparkle and shine on kind of like Christmas lights. That's what I wanted it to feel like. So I added the sparkle to the video. And I just went into trending effects, scrolled all the way down and picked the sparkle that I like. I went through a few, and once I finally picked one, I just added that one to the photo. And if you can't find it in trending effects, go head over to Bling, and Bling literally has every single sparkle you can desire. So I thought this one was a little too much, so I decided to go with one that was a little bit simpler, like a Paparazzi Flash, and that's what it's called. It's called Paparazzi, and I picked that one. I lowered the intensity of the background so that looked like Christmas lights blinging in the night. Once I did that, I watched the video full through, made sure everything lined up, and it did, so I exported it. You're going to go to the top, click that box all the way 2K 60, line it up, and then you're going to download it so that it's at its highest resolution. You want this to look movie made, baby, signed in deal. Those are the first two parts, so we're going to move on to the final and last freaking part of this Vlogmas video. You're going to add the same thing. This is all about repetition, baby, okay? It's all about the repetition. You're going to add it. You're going to put it to the timing that you want it to be. Go ahead and add that overlay of the things you want to use. Like this one, I used photos that was in like a little photo grid, like a cute little picture thing, and I added that to the screen. I went ahead and added some text that I had that said all of my social media accounts, like my Instagram, my TikTok. I put that on the screen. I didn't put my YouTube because I, expressed that earlier, and if they're watching the video, then they're in my YouTube page, you feel me? But I added the Instagram at the bottom there, added the TikTok, and I did add a cute little subscribe button that I use in my regular intro video. I thought it'd be cute to combine the old video with my Vlogmas video. I go ahead and add that to the top there and line it up with it all. I decided to put it in the top corner and add effects to everything. Once I add all effects, I'm going to click that button and I'm going to export it once again because you want to save them all so you can bring them all together now. In CapCut for the final and last time, you're going to add the first video you made, bringing it together, just watch it all the way through. Then the second video you made, and then the third and final. But in the middle, you're going to add effects. So with this one, I decided to transfer it from each photo to like one merging into the other. And I decided to shorten the beginning. So I shortened it to where it went directly to the spin and added a transference from one video to the other. And it made it so that it spinned and then blended into the next photo. Once I got to the next part, I decided to add a transition between the two of a blinking. So like someone was opening their eyes or closing their eyes on Christmas Day. And once I added the blinking, I decided it to merge from that. Once you've done all of this, you're going to go on YouTube, find the audio that you want to use that you think will work great with your video. Click on audio and then extract so you can go ahead and screen record the audio and then click extract and add it to your video. And this will allow you to add any songs you want to use that is copyright free, because you're using it on YouTube. Don't get copyrighted. That is copyright free and works for you. And once you've done that, you have your freaking Vlogmas intro. So if you made it this far, guess what? You made it to the freaking end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell. So when I post a video, you can tell. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, bell, bell. Happy Vlogmas.
Take it, take it.